Welcome to the channel. In this video, we're diving into the world of hidden treasures as we explore the four most expensive, even in good or worn condition. These seemingly ordinary coins could be worth thousands or even millions of dollars today. So before you spend that old coin, stick around because you might just be holding a fortune in your hands. In 1991, millions of ordinary-looking quarter coins were released across the United States, quietly entering pockets, wallets, and cash registers without anyone realizing that decades later, these same coins would spark curiosity, excitement, and even dreams of hidden wealth. At first glance, the 1991 quarter seems completely normal, just another coin featuring George Washington, but the truth hidden beneath its surface is far more interesting than most people imagine. The 1991 quarter belongs to the long-running Washington Quarter series, a coin that has been part of American history since 1932. By the time 1991 arrived, these coins were being produced in massive numbers, with hundreds of millions struck in both Philadelphia and Denver mints. Because of this huge production, most people assume the coin has no real value beyond 25 cents, but that assumption is exactly what makes rare versions of this coin so fascinating. In reality, the majority of 1991 quarters are still only worth their face value today, especially if they have been used in everyday transactions and show signs of wear. These circulated coins are extremely common, and you can still find them in change even today. However, the story changes completely when we talk about coins in exceptional condition or those with rare features. Condition plays a powerful role in determining value, and this is where things start to get interesting. A 1991 quarter that has never been used and remains in mint condition can sell for a few dollars, and in rare cases, even hundreds. Some top-grade examples have reached prices close to hundreds or even over $1,000 depending on their quality and grading. But the real excitement begins when we enter the mysterious world of mint errors. These are coins that were accidentally created with mistakes during production, and collectors love them because no two errors are exactly the same. A simple error can turn an ordinary coin into something truly valuable and highly collectible. One of the most famous errors in 1991 quarters is the double die error, where parts of the design appear slightly duplicated. If you look closely at the words on the coin and notice a shadow-like doubling effect, you might be holding something special. These coins can sell for anywhere between $50 to $100 or even more depending on clarity and condition. Another interesting error is the off-center strike, where the coin design is not properly aligned. Some of these coins look partially blank or shifted, and the more dramatic the error, the higher the value. In extreme cases where a large portion of the design is missing but the date is still visible, collectors are willing to pay significant amounts for such unique pieces. There are also misaligned die errors and strike-through errors, where grease or debris interfered with the minting process. These coins may look faded or incomplete in certain areas, but instead of being damaged, they are actually considered rare mistakes that collectors search for. Even these smaller errors can bring in decent money in the right market. Despite all this, it is important to understand a crucial truth that many viral videos exaggerate. A normal 1991 quarter, even in good condition, will not make you a millionaire overnight. The idea that every old coin is worth millions is simply not true. What truly matters is rarity, condition, and unique features that separate one coin from millions of others. Still, the dream is not completely impossible. Extremely rare combinations, such as high-grade coins with unique errors, can reach impressive prices at auctions. There are cases where collectors compete aggressively for rare pieces, pushing values far beyond expectations. These are the exceptions that keep the excitement alive in the coin collecting world. What makes the 1991 quarter so fascinating is not just its value, but the idea that something so ordinary could hide extraordinary potential. It teaches collectors to look closely, to observe details, and to never underestimate what they might already have in their hands. So before you ignore that old quarter lying in your drawer, take a closer look. Check the date, examine the details, and search for anything unusual. Because sometimes, the difference between an ordinary coin and a valuable one is just a tiny detail that most people would never notice. In the end, the 1991 quarter is not just a coin, it is a reminder that value is not always obvious. Hidden within everyday objects can be stories, history, and sometimes even unexpected treasure waiting to be discovered by those who are curious enough to look deeper.